welcome to The Exclusive. I'm your host, Sharon Tharp. I'm about to play you my latest interview with the host of Big Brother, Julie Chen Moonves. It's a fun one. She gives, some insight into the season, what she thinks about Rachel's return and all that good stuff. If you haven't already, please go check out my latest Legends Only series interview with the one and only Jason Guy from season 3. We talk a lot about, obviously, his relationship with Danielle and his experience on the show, coming out of the show. Really great chat, super nice guy. So definitely go check that out. And if you want even more content, be sure to go sign up for my Patreon. I'm really doing some fun things over there this summer, trying to go live more often, taking questions, kind of showing you a little bit more of me and my personality, which you might not see in some of my interviews. And without further ado, here is my interview with Julie Chen Moonves. Well, Julie, you look beautiful as always. So nice to see you.
Thank you, Sharon. You look gorgeous yourself.
Thank you. I just want to obviously congratulate you and thank you on 25 years of this show. Um, it means so much to me. And I interview so many former players, and they talk about, not how it just changed their career, but it changed their life path, and they get very emotional over it. And I'm just curious, sort of what it means to you. Obviously, it has had a big impact on your life. And so, yeah, 25 years. It's amazing.
I kind of feel like their fairy godmother, and
Yes.
nothing makes me more happy when I hear that a romance that blossomed in the house is still going strong. Like I keep tabs on social media on Matt and Mackenzie from last year, and he was evicted so early, maybe
Mm-hmm.
even first, and so they didn't connect in the house. I mean, they connected quickly in the house, but that relationship developed afterwards, and she made it to the end. So I think they're so adorable. And, I love the fact that Big Brother has had more marriages than The Bachelor. We're not even a dating show, let alone a, meet your future spouse show. And
Right.
that happens. So I love, and not only that, I love seeing how people, it has changed their lives. People have made it a career, whether it's becoming an influencer or going from competition show to competition show or making appearances, as the former house guest at events or on a cruise. It really is life-changing whether you win or lose the game. You get a following, and it's very rewarding for me to see.
I love that. And I think Rachel is a great example. She's won the show, she's back this season. She's a mom now, she's older, she's not with Brendan. How do you think she'll do in there? Like, what do you think her chances are? I feel like she has a pretty good shot. I don't know.
It's changed a lot in 14 years. And so on one hand, she comes in with something she didn't have before, which was a social game where people like her. Before, she had the whole house except for Brandon against her.
Mm.
So, but the same people who like her and respect her game and are fans, there's a handful that's exactly why they don't want her in there because they've seen her win it and they see her as someone blocking their way to the finish line. So, but I do think she has a pretty good chance. There's so much like fighting already and picking sides with the existing house guys. She could probably use that as a shield for a while, you know, and we
Yeah.
know she's good at competitions. So, I think she has a good chance.
Yeah. One of the things that stirred up some feelings was this shower situation. And I think, they were excited also. It was the first day. There's a lot going on. You're acclimating. But do you think that's something house guests forget of, like, you have to be a good roommate too? Like, that's part of the social game, I guess.
Well, here's the secret. The shower itself was only 30 minutes.
Mm,
I shouldn't even say only. It's 30 minutes. It's a long shower, especially when the person shower you're using hasn't showered yet himself. But she stayed up there for 2 hours because she was getting FaceTime with him. And she didn't want to reveal that for good reason. And she probably didn't think this, alleged 2 hour shower would blow up to be such a, you know, so bothersome to her housemates who it didn't affect. And then Vince, he didn't tell the others either. He let them believe it was a 2 hour shower. So, maybe it made it convenient for him to find, reason to get blood on his hands so early on. Although he said
mm,
it wasn't that, it was more that her actions didn't match her words, but we'll see.
Yeah, I don't know what to believe at this point. Um, you've seen hundreds of Big Brother house guests. Are there any in the house that are sort of like, I don't know, I could see like a Big Brother icon in the making for with some of these people. It's already sort of fireworks in there.
I like Jimmy a lot. I think he's very smart. He knows the game. He's already formed, a little group. He's one of the people who wants Rachel Reilly out, which is, smart on his part. As long as he doesn't overplay his hand.
Yep.
But I love seeing like the unexpected heroes emerge, like Taylor Hale or like Michael from a few seasons back. He was, a big fan, but he never thought of himself as a comp beast, and we saw him become that.
Yeah,
So,
very
mhm.
true. We saw Amy, she went undetected as the accomplice. Is there anything that you know right now that you can tease or will we see that come back, or is that sort of okay, the accomplice is done, sort of moving on
I
to the next thing?
The accomplice part is done. That
Okay.
whole portion was just to see if she could play as a house guest, and now she is. You
Mm.
know, to bring her behind the scenes on anything else probably wouldn't be fair or right. But I will say there are other elements of the house itself that haven't revealed itself yet. That is expect the unexpected. We saw Rachel Riley come out of a painting. There are other things in the house that aren't just the object that it seems to be, and that will play into the game.
I feel like I've never seen the fans so excited over a house design. Did you also feel that when you walked in that you were like, oh, this is cool?
I did, and our house, our set decorator, designer, the creator of the house, he is so talented, and he was like, this is the year I want my Emmy for this house, like the creativity and the time and the passion he poured into it. So I think we all felt it with this. It's not just a house this year, it's a hotel.
Yes, it's very cool. AI Arena is back as the AI or the Blockbuster, we're calling it, which I think really did liven up the live eviction shows. It kind of threw a wrench into things. Is this something that you see as like an evolution of the game that we might see in future seasons as well?
I sure hope so. It's kind of like when Power of Veto was introduced in season 3. Now that's a staple. It's exciting. Last season, not only did it work so well that we brought it back this season, we extended how many weeks it was supposed to originally take place. And the reason we put it in the beginning was because we saw a trend happening where early in the season, it was always a landslide, no
Yep.
surprise, live eviction night. House guests were voting as a block. They weren't even giving a sympathy vote to someone that they were friends with on the block because they didn't want to put a target on their back. So that AI arena really, now called BB Blockbuster, really made it hard for that to happen. So I do think it's going to become a staple. I
Okay,
hope
I love
so.
it. Julie, you probably don't know or yet, but or I don't know if you can speak to this, but can we bring reindeer games back? It was really fun.
Oh, I will put that in the suggestion box. I'll put your name on it. Yeah,
Julie,
I would. Yeah,
yeah, I
I
was
love.
just gonna say, I feel like I always have a suggestion for you, so apologies.
And who would you cast if we do another celebrity Big
Oh
Brother?
my God. Celebrity Big Brother. Oh, wow. I would have to think about that. I mean, I feel like Tiffany New York Pollard, put her in there. She'd be fun. Um, oh gosh, there's a lot. I also think that, and I pitched this before to you, but I know Celebrity Big Brother will probably be back, but also I would love like a short winners or legends season. I feel like we could get a lot of people back if it was like a shorter season. So that's another
Yeah,
pitch of
maybe
mine.
maybe it's like a shorter season of all the runner-ups.
Or that, I love that. Almost like a second chance. Like, here you go.
Yeah, yeah,
I know
exactly.
Big D would love that. And I know you can't say any, like, we don't know the cast for Amazing Race yet, but obviously it's some of your children, it's people that you've, seen grow up on these shows. Is it when you see them on other shows, do you root for them? Are you like, oh my God, these are my people?
Of course, always. I mean, I'm biased when it comes to that, despite my journalism background. But it's going to be hard this season because when there's more than one child, it's like,
Yeah.
how do you pick the favorite child?
Yeah, but my last question, I guess, Julie, is Anything else that you're excited for fans to see this summer? Anything you can tease about what might be coming?
Hmm. I would say, this mastermind, if he's going to kidnap the host, who knows what else he has up his sleeve? I mean, he makes Ainsley from last summer seem like child's play. So that's all
Okay.
I could say. That really expect the unexpected. If he could turn out the lights and kidnap me on opening night, mm-mm.
All right. I was gonna say, Julie, how fun was that for you? Like, we don't really see you in the backyard often. Like, was that cool or was it weird or
It was cool. I loved it. I hope they, fold me into being part of the game inside more.
yes, let's do that more. It was fun. But no, Julie, as always, I, appreciate your time and love talking with you and just thank you so much for all you do. So
Thank you, Sharon. It's always a pleasure talking to you. Always.